Advisor to President Trump and pollster John McLaughlin of McLaughlin and Associates joining me right now. Dick Morris is going to be along here in a minute. Nice to see you, John. We know you spoke to President Trump, or maybe you didn't, but I think Dick Morris spoke to President Trump. What can you share with us about the outlook of this? How do you read the political landscape? Do you think that Alvin Bragg is actually going to boost the former president's chances at re-election?
Yes, and it's for all the wrong reasons. It's very dangerous. I mean, Trump's crime here is that he's the front runner for president. So we posted on our website, McLaughlinonline.com, in our monthly polls. He's beating Biden 48-44. We didn't have that in 2020. That's before this. I mean, this is a diversion, and it's a provocation. The first thing, they're trying to divert from the China cover-up that the House has found this money that's gone to the Biden family. The second thing is there's a banking collapse going on at a time where they think the economy's getting worse, 61-33. So Biden, this is pure politics. Bragg's his guy, radical left. They're getting him. None of the things work. The impeachments, the January 6th investigation. They are indicting the front runner for president to take away our voice, our democracy, and our liberties. This is really dangerous for the United States, and everybody should be calling their elected officials. And Biden's numbers, he needs to be held accountable for this. And Trump, it's going to backfire. He's the front runner now. He'll go up in the polls.
Well, let's bring in Dick Morris, host of Dick Morris Democracy. Dick Morris, I know you spoke to President Trump. Before we get to that, let's remind our audience that back in 1998, President Clinton paid Paula Jones, I think it was $850,000 in a civil type of settlement, and that was definitely hush money. In this case with Stormy Daniels, it was a civil case. Talk to me about the dichotomy of the two situations, Dick Morris.
Well, the dichotomy of the relationship between Stormy Daniels and Paula Jones and their respected men is way beyond me. But let me talk about the politics of it. John McLaughlin is absolutely right. This is going to be a tremendous boost for Donald Trump because it will make clear to everybody just how ridiculous and frivolous and reaching the Democratic efforts are to get Donald Trump. People will realize that this is a porn actress and that this is a payoff, and it's got nothing to do with the campaign or with being president or anything. And even legally, it'll almost undoubtedly be tossed. But the thing I'm worried about, and I think John is too, he warned me about it earlier yesterday, and I've spoken to the president 3 times since then. My worry is that it is so outrageous and so off the charts that people will react to it and will protest, and the left will send out agitators and other professional plants to turn the protests violent and then create a January 6th situation they can use to run against Trump. I just did a radio show, and a woman called in and said, I'm planning to get a banner and stand peacefully on my street corner. I said, okay, but what happens if thugs come and they take your sign away and they tear it up and they curse at you and they yell at you, and a group comes out to defend you and another group comes out to attack you, and the cops are called and bang, you have a riot, and it's Donald Trump's fault. And that's exactly what they're planning to do. They will have people throughout the city seated to
hey, Dick, let me get John back in here really quickly before we got to scoot here, Dick. John, I just got to ask you, you know, there's a flip side of this coin. America is now seeing desperation. It is all hands on deck, whether it be the Mitch McConnell wing of the Republican Party and virtually every Democrat. It's all to get Trump. Do you think the American people are hip to this? That they'll look at this and go, wow, I mean, the Democrats really do have nothing.
Right, and because they want change right now. Most voters are angry, and they see the country's gone backwards. And Dick's right, because the campaign just got approved to go on YouTube. Donald Trump got approved to go on YouTube this week. He got approved to go on Facebook. He went on Facebook. And guess what? They're trying to get a provocation to get an excuse to take him off big tech, the whole establishment, the DC establishment. They want to take him off. They want to silence him, just like they've done to Newsmax with AT&T and DirecTV. They're going to try to shut him down because he is the front runner for president in the primaries and in the general election.
The timing is sure coincidental. Thank you so much, John McLaughlin and Dick Morris. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.